All right, everyone, welcome to today's training, strategies on attracting companies that have big budgets and need your services. This is an inner circle training part one. For those of you that are not in our inner circles and our mastermind, this is a very private training we're only going to be doing one time. So I've never trained on this topic before, but I want to give you some insights in my expertise in how to get companies that are going to really beat down your door and need your services, but more importantly, they actually have money to spend. And that could be the big difference between success and struggle, is you just going and talking to the wrong businesses. I talk to businesses that are spending $3,000 to $5,000 in a minimum every single month. A lot of you are talking to businesses are spending zero money every single month. So let's jump into today's training. I'm so glad you're here, but let me tell you, you got to get a notepad out because I'm going to go really quick through these very important principles. Now, I want you to look at your screen because I typically don't do this, but I thought this would be valuable just for a moment, because when you log into our membership area, you see a lot of products, right? We've been doing this for a long time, and we're building an ecosystem for you. Over the last 6 years, we've invested over $10 million in creating a very success ecosystem at Local Marketing Genius. Now, at the top here, we have a tremendous amount of expertise and reputation. So we have 4 major enterprise platforms that help you literally become the expert in the industry, the go-to person for reputation. You've got Rep Kahuna, Local Analyzer, Expose videos, and Rep videos. Now, I'm not going to go over this in detail, so I'm not asking questions. Just listen, because I want you to see what's going on. Because when you log in, like, wow, all these products, how do they connect? Well, the second area is traffic. We have a tremendous amount of expertise in traffic. And we have Ad Kahuna, Traffic Fuel, AdViddy. Those 3 make up our traffic division. We have social media, which is Bright Social and Social Covers. And then we have automation, which is Lead Kahuna, Prospect Rocket, HyperFunnels, and Boost Webinars. Some of these products you will see, some of you won't. Some are only in our Genius Mastermind. And what we do is we have a Genius Mastermind that puts it all together. So when you're saying, well, how do all these things work together? Well, inside our Genius Mastermind here, that's what we talk about. So I just wanted you to see that there's a method to the madness. When you log in and go, wow, there's a lot of programs here. Where do I start? You can start anywhere you want. Typically, one of these buttons on the left-hand side would be grayed out. And if you click on it, it'll take you to a training that talks about traffic or talks about social or talks about reputation. And then we'll take you through and you can see what we do and how we approach it. But I want to let you know we built a 4-division company, because when we put all 4 divisions together, we are invincible in the marketplace. So put one in the chat box if that makes sense to you. Yes, can you see that? Again, I don't want to go deep. I just want to let you know that this is, if you bought Lead Kahuna, we're much bigger than Lead Kahuna in helping you grow a 6-figure business. If you have reputation, we are a much bigger player than just reputation. We have 4 major divisions to help you literally crush the competition and be the dominant force in the industry. But what I want you to do is learn one thing at a time. It doesn't come overnight. I didn't put all this together overnight. It took me over 6 years to really build my business this way. But I want to at least give you the 90,000-foot view of what it all looks like when it's said and done. Make sense? Okay, good. So now I decided about halfway through this week in building this training that I could teach you how to find businesses. But what I couldn't teach you is how to attract businesses, because the word attraction means something very powerful. It means they are being attracted to what? That was the big question I had in my mind. So put in the chat box here, what are they being attracted to? What are they being attracted to? So you, in your business, what is the number one thing that they're attracted to? All right? Results, okay? More clients, new strategies. Well, I want to let you know, here it is. Nobody's got it so far. More customers? No, it's this. You. Make no mistake about it. People buy from people. If it was just about software, it was just about a strategy, right? You could put a web page and they would spend $3,000 a month with a little buy now button at the bottom, and you never have to talk to anyone. They are buying you. So let me say this very clearly. You are the prize. You know more in your little pinky after the training we go through right now, then almost the entire industry knows, because that's what I'm about to teach you. And so I realized that I'm not going to get businesses get attracted to you until I make you attractive. Now, so what we're going to do in this training is make you attractive. Sound good? How many of you want to be made attractive? Yes? Okay. John says it's too late. I don't know how you're going to do that, David. Okay. That's okay. Trust me. You will be incredibly attractive in the next 60 minutes. All right. So put one in the chat box. Tim says, my wife wants you to do this for me right away. Okay, good. We'll take out a pen and paper. And I don't know about your wife, but I can tell you I can make you attractive to every business on the planet. All right. No mirrors, please. All right. Here we go. I want you to look at this. I just pulled this out this week. This is a brand new chart that came out. And this is stunning. Radio, newspaper, magazines, cinema, television, they are all neophytes. They're a joke compared to ad spending online right now. I need you to see this. On a global, worldwide area, this is a $280 billion industry. So if you look at the red line, this is the trend that I want to take my business to a whole nother level. And this is a trend that take your business to a whole nother level. So if we're really smart, right, we're not going to be marketers and focus on radio, are we? We're not going to be marketers that go out and sell magazines. We're going to be marketers that go out and sell ads, online ads. It is a cornerstone of every single business needs it. Every single business can grow because of it. And this goes to 2020, right? So this is the next 2 years. So put one in the chat box if you would just settle for 0.01% of this, yes? Are you getting clear on this? So this is how I'm going to make you attractive. You and I are going to become incredibly attractive to every single business because we know what everybody in this billion-dollar industry doesn't know, and I can teach you that in 60 minutes. Ready? Here we go. Now, what are digital ads, right? Well, believe it or not, they're just the ads that show up every single day on our phone, in the corner, up at the top, and they're all these different sizes. Now, put one in the chat box if I don't have to explain what digital ad is. You're pretty clear on that, right? We're all online marketers. We're online all the time. Sometimes we're annoyed at them. We see these great headlines. We go to a page, and there's like 40 of these things on a page. It's so annoying. Okay, good. So anybody put 2 in the chat box if I got to explain it? Are we good? Okay, good. So we don't have any super beginners here? Excellent. So when you go to Amazon, CNN, all these companies, right, they make a tremendous amount of money putting space on their website, giving ad space to that. So now that we know what digital ads are, and we know that it's a $280 billion global industry, and it's crushing every other type of medium, and every business needs it, now we can make you attractive and have companies hunt you down because you'll know the secrets to creating high-converting ads that no one else doesn't. So I want to give you 5 simple rules that can turn anyone into an ad genius. So let's look at number 1. Rule number 1. The biggest problem of the entire $280 billion ad industry is they create ads that just don't convert very well. As a matter of fact, the ads that we create typically convert 5 to 10 times, 500% to 1,000% better than the industry average. And I've been using these secrets, and I'm revealing them now so that now you can walk into any business and any company at any point in time and say, I can make it better. And rule number 1 is you make your picture tell a 1,000-word emotional story. See, in any type of an ad, you typically get between 4, maybe 5, maybe 8 words you can put in an ad. But the photo you use tells 1,000 words, and no one looks at that. So write this down. The picture needs to tell a 1,000-word emotional story. So look at your screen. This is a high-converting ad. Number 1, it's calling out the perfect target market. But more importantly than that, do you see the emotion? Do you see the image? Right? They're just not using hearts. They're using a high emotional story being told with that one image, with the way he's looking, with the way she's looking. There's an emotional story being told. Put one in the chat box if you're following me going, okay, wow. You can literally just almost put a phone number there, and because of the image that's being used. Now let's look at this next one. Don't get left in the dark, right? Now this is a product. How do you make a lantern emotional? Well, look what we've done, right? We put a setting of where you would actually use this product. So this is a high emotional engaged photo. This is a high converting ad. This converts very, very, very well. Now, another way you would do this, if you wanted to split test this, was you might make the background very dark, right? And you might make a, like almost a silhouette where it's very lighter behind the lantern, but very dark everywhere else, right? So if I was going to enhance this, I would try to tell that story by using shading a little bit and split test that. This is another high converting ad. So you see, we're telling a story, right? We don't have just a dentist or a dentist office. We just don't have a person smiling, right? We have someone that's actually in the middle of a dental exam getting their teeth cleaned. We're telling the story. So 99% of every single ad you're going to see now, and first of all, I want to apologize in advance because I want to warp you for life. Now you start seeing ads, you go like, oh my gosh, that's wrong. You start seeing billboards when you go down the highway. That's wrong, right? It plagues my wife and I's conversation. She'll be right in the middle of talking to me. I'll be like, oh my gosh, I can't believe that sign. Can you believe they even put that up there? She's like, what sign and what are you talking about? Because these rules are ingrained in my head and it becomes natural to critique these so you can walk into any business and literally crush it for them. So can I move forward? Put one in the chat box if you can see, okay, I need to spend time to create an emotional image in an ad that actually tells a story. Yes? Okay, good. Now, rule number 2. Use maximum 4 to 7 word headline starting with the verb. Now, this is critical. I've split tested this all day long. Changing one word by starting it with the verb is critical. But too many words, the mind gives up. The eye gives up. It will not continue to read it. 4 to 7 words in a big enough font where literally your brain can read it without even reading it. And here's what I mean by that. Most of us have, how many of you put 2 in the chat box if you've seen a commercial or read anything about speed reading? Yes? How many of you have a little bit of insight on speed reading? At least you've seen it done before, right? And what happens with speed reading, right? You're actually not physically reading each word. The brain has the ability to look at a group of words and transfer it subconsciously as an impression into the mind. So if you have too many words, you actually have to read it. But between 4 and 7, all you have to do is glance at it, and the brain already knows the message. And when you couple those 4 to 7 words with a powerful image that backs it up, now you're cooking with gas. Now let's go back here so you can see this. See the words on the screen? Are you British Asian? Right? Find love today. See that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Don't get left in the dark. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Dental exam with x-rays and cleaning. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is everybody getting this? So 4 to 7 words maximum and start with the verb. Right? Now, I would have started out with the Asian one. Find love today. Right? Now they're qualifying. I get that. But that's another way to split test is let's move the verb up front. Don't get left behind. Now, how could we improve dental exam? How could we improve dental exam? Brad, what do you think? Greg, what do you think? Steve, how could you improve that ad? What's the headline that you would use? Come on, Sharon. What do you think? John? Barry? Okay. Get a dental exam, right? Easy dental exam with x-rays and cleaning, right? So start with a verb. So you got to do a little thinking here, right? But this isn't difficult thinking to do. So let's see. So do you see this ad right here? 33% off Americans say they have enough life insurance, include 1/4 who are already on policy. Think life insurance. Is that good or bad? Good or bad? What do you think? Yeah, right? Believe it or not, they spent tens of thousands of dollars on this ad, ran it for months and months and months and months and months, did so poorly, but they never split tested. They didn't understand these rules. You could walk into this company and grab their entire marketing budget just based on the first 15 minutes of this training. Not good at all. What about this ad? What do you think? Yes? No? Good? Bad? Receive a free gift. Yeah. When you register, receive a free gift, right? Receive, a verb, a free gift. We love the word free when you register. Now, this would be good for retargeting, right? If someone went to a jewelry site, but you could replace that image with anything. And to enhance it, you might want to put a value on that free gift as well. So yeah, very good. Download your free video today. What do you think about this? Download your free video today. Yeah, good, right? 4 to 7 word headline, starting with the verb. Download. So very good. Guys, you're doing great. Believe it or not, you've literally just blew past half the entire industry when it comes to creating ads, because most people do not understand this. Rule number 3, never make your text and picture compete against each other. This is my biggest pet peeve. I would much rather listen to an hour of someone eating chips in my ear or taking their nails across a chalkboard than break this rule. This is the biggest pet peeve I have in all the industry of online marketing. It's that never allow your text and picture to compete against each other. Look at these guys, right? Can you believe that a company would even do such a thing? It should be illegal. This is horrible. But you know what? We've got a few software that creates ads, right? We've got a software that creates videos, and I see this every single day. When a lot of people create ads and I see their ads, I'm like, oh my goodness, are you kidding me? You should be tasered. So no, this is bad. Not good at all. What about this one? This is Envanto. Good or bad? What do you think? Good or bad? Very good, right? This is a very high converting ad for them, right? Their image is completely clean. The introduction, the unlimited logos, icons, start now. This has got a lot of psychology. It follows almost every rule we have here. Very good. Whoops, I already kind of said that. So here's the next one. Bold, booming, August 12th, 13th, 2011. Come with all your bold actions and big thoughts and create booming results. Are you kidding me? Look, you could have gone to this hosting company, this event, walked in the door, given a phone call, and crushed them when it comes to them you grabbing their budget and going to market for them. So yeah, very, very bad. Very bad. Horrible. 4 times savings. Earn 4 times as much towards your gas discount in every card. I mean, my goodness, are you kidding me? But look, this is literally 60 to 80% of all the ads that are out there. They are overwhelming. They are competing with each other. And they're just showing up and no one's ever paying attention to them. Because the text is not clear and the picture doesn't get to tell its story. And they compete against each other. Make sense? Yes? Put one in the chat box if you're enjoying this. This is helpful for you. You're starting to get a little bit of confidence as we go. Like, wow, I can do this. This isn't that difficult. It's a roadmap so that anyone that you talk to at any point in time, you can say, look, I have 5 rules. And when I do these 5 rules for your ads, they're going to do very, very well. And then we're going to go through some of those. Now, rule number 4. Make call to actions 1 to 3 words, time-based, that are impossible to miss. So your call to actions, right? So see where it says 5 habits for successful social media managers? Right, that's our 4 to 7 word headline. but we also have a call to action on the page, which need to be 1 to 3 words, and they need to be time-based and impossible to miss. So download the free guide, right? Now that's 4 words, right? That's okay, because the is really small. But I try to keep it to 1 to 3 words and make it time-based. So to make it time-based, I might add a little word, right? Expire soon. But let me give you a few time-based urgency words so that you can copy. 1, closing soon. Sign up now. Get limited access. Get this on sale. Limited supply. Download it now. Right? So what I might have put is, instead of Sprout Social, right on Sprout Social, I might have put free guide, 5 habits to social media managers, because I want the free up front. And then instead of download the free guide, I would have put download it now. And that's how I would have split tested it. Does everybody get that little change? I'd like to move the word free guide up to the front of the headline, because that's a value proposition, not wait to 5 habits of successful social media and then say free guide. So I would have used download now, this one right here, and I bet you that's got a good chance of even going to a major multi-million-dollar company like Sprout Social. That's a staple in the social media industry, and you could crush it for them. Closing soon. While supplies last. Today only. Last chance. Offer ends 5 p.m. Offer expires today. Only 33 left. Get the last one. So now you can screenshot this, or you can write these down. I'll give you a few moments. Any questions on making your call to actions 1 to 3 words, make them time-based if you can, and more importantly, impossible to miss. They have to be uber clear, so clear that no one else could ever mistake it. Now, we good with that? Yes? Keep going? Because we're getting to the tough ones. The tough ones are coming. The easy ones are, you already had the easy ones, so we're going to go a little deeper. Rule number 4. I'm sorry. Here's an example. Glade, a Johnson & Johnson company. This ad ran 12.4 million times over a 19-day period. They spent a lot of money on this ad. But look at their call to action. Find more ways to feel at home. What does that mean? Find more ways to feel at home. Is it clear that that's even a call to action? Does it stand out at all? Is there any sense of urgency whatsoever? No. Guys, this is a Johnson & Johnson company. They probably spend $100 million a year in ads. And you could literally walk in the front door and completely change their marketing just with this one rule. Let's look at another one. TaxSlayer.com, right? Now, that's a really compelling photo, right? The first step is the hardest. Start e-filing today, right? I don't like the text because they're trying to be cutesy with it. We could have done something completely different with this text, right? Like, less stress to spend more time with your family. E-file today. Something of value, something of benefit, right? Not this cute little first step, it's the hardest. But more importantly, the start now. Does the call to action stand out? Is it impossible to miss? Right? Yeah, it doesn't stand out. It's very possible to miss it. This should be in a bright orange, probably reverse, like orange button with white start now, with white text start now. So again, you could go in this major company that's national, walk in and crush it for them just with this one rule. Now, Carla's asking, David, would you have done with the Glade wording? Let's talk about that, right? Feel warm, feel Glade. What? Feel warm, feel Glade. Well, you know, listen, if you got millions of dollars to blow, go blow it on that. But for us, every dollar we spend, we need $10 in return. So before we talk about the call to action, let's talk about the headline. Let's put them in the chat box, right? What would you have put as a benefit statement for a big candle? So let me give me some headlines here. Remember, 4 to 6 words. Let's see how you guys are doing so far. Patrick, Scott, what do you think? Carla, right? Make your home feel like fall. Oh, I love that, John. Right? Make your home feel like fall. Spice up your home. Feel warm, feel great at home. Right? How about when guests, right? Have your guests feel warm. You know, like thinking like, oh, I got friends coming over for the holidays, right? Appeal to that. Right? Breathe deep again. I'm not too sure. Get that homey smell. I think that's funny, Connie, but not so much. You're not going to walk in a company and really crush it for them with that. Candles can change your life. No, it's okay. Feel warm and get yours today, 25% off. Sharon, I like that. I'm just not about to feel warm because it's, you know, we're not like, the candle isn't making the house feel warm, right? So let's go back to what we did, you know, make your home smell like fall. Make your home feel like fall. That was really good. Fix your stanky house with Glade. Yeah, that's someone that's going to get fired. Fall into your comfort zone. See, Connie, that's too cute, right? Let's just say what it means, right? Apples, feel warm, feel orchard. Give yourself the gift of fall. Make your guests feel at home. I like that one. Experience fall all year round. Greg Douglas, that was amazing. Now, by the way, can you hear your competition not being able to compete with you? Does everybody hear that? I'm reading it out loud, and some of you got to be cringing. Now, first of all, thank you, everyone, for putting what you're putting. But can you see, right? There's so much you could easily do wrong with this. Smell mom's apple pie, right? Or, make your home smell like mom's apple pie. Ooh, I like that, right? Give your home the scent you want. Feel like you're in the apple orchard. Oh, that's not bad. That's not. If they had a picture of an apple orchard, that might be a good thing, right? Now, the or fall is coming. Get ready. 25% off. Right? Like fall's not here. That'd be good for early. Now, what is a good call to action? What do you think would be a good call to action? Right? How about get a coupon, right? Right? Download your coupon, right? Buy one, get one. Order today, right? This week only, 50% off, right? Smell now, Patrick, no. Get yours today. I love that, Rob, right? Buy now. Spicy savings. Steve, you're being too cutesy, buddy. Cutesy does not sell, right? We want direct response. Okay, put one in the chat box if that was helpful for you, right? You kind of hear what others are saying. You realize that, oh my gosh, the competition, it's so easy to crush them because they're not really getting this, and others are like, oh, okay, I gotta sharpen my skills here. Okay, good. Offer expires soon. Good stuff. All right. So start now, I think that's a great call to action. Start today. Start now. But it's just got to stand out more. Now, rule number 5, here's where we get into neurolinguistics. Use first person and second person value words. Use first person and second person value words. And this is where the money is, right here. Everything else is good, but this makes it amazing. Now, what do I mean by that? You can tap into this powerful psychology by using first person and second person words in your ad. This allows the reader to read it as if it's their own inner voice saying it. Like I said, I want to taint you for the rest of your life on this. First person words sound like this. Third person words sound like this. Book my room. Get my report. Help me. Choose my plan. Teach yourself now. Create your dream job. Or create my dream job. Versus book now, download now, talk to us, pick a plan, learn Spanish, or register now. See, the first and second person words are I, my, me, mine, myself, we, us, ours. Second person, you, yours, or yourself. So these allow the psychology or the subconscious, when you're reading something in your mind, you're actually saying it. So when I say book my room, instead of a book now, right? So if I want to book my room, that's a much more compelling. And how many of you have seen this, but you didn't recognize it when it says get my free report, or download my free report, or get my score? You guys see that, right? Like if you go to all these major like credit bureaus, it's get my score, right? Patrick, you said that very, very well. You're actually commanding yourself to do it. So this is what you want to be split testing, is using first and second person words versus third person. Make sense? Now, I'm not saying that these are just first and third person for the call to actions. This is anywhere in your ad. So Greg is asking, so is this just in the copy? This is anywhere. Could be in the call to action, could be in your headline. Doesn't matter. It's just critical that you realize that, okay, I can make this better by split testing first or second person or value words. So now let's look at value words. Exclusivity. When I say value words, what we're doing is we're appealing to a subconscious. So exclusivity is very valuable as it taps into the understanding that most of us want what we can't have, or more important, what others can't have. So that's a value word. So what are these value words? Get VIP access, limited registration, pre-register or pre-order, members only, only 100 available, access our beta, get exclusive access, or limited spots. So value words are words that show exclusivity to a certain product or service. So literally, you could change an entire ability for an ad to convert just by adding 2 or 3 what we call exclusivity words. Sound good? Yes? Does everybody get that? Put one in the chat box if you're clear on exclusivity. Can I move on? Yes? Okay. Now the second category of exclusive or value words are pricing, right? So value is based on price. Showing the price or discount up front can instantly create value for someone that wasn't even thinking about buying. Example, free, get percentage off, buy one, get one, get a holiday special, get your discount, download your coupon, double your points, or win X amount, win an X amount of value for X product, service, credits. Make sense? So again, these just aren't action words. They're anywhere in the ad itself. You can choose from any of these. And then we have safety. So safety is a big consideration. Consumers want to know that the decision they're going to make is secure and safe. So using words that help to create safety in buying experience can really help an ad convert. Example, register for free access, right? It's not paid, it's free, so you're completely safe here. Get your trial. Hey, this is no long-term commitment, just a little bit of commitment, just a small trial to see if you like it or not. Get guaranteed results. The word guarantee is a safety word. Get results fast. Hey, I don't have to take a tremendous amount of time with this. I can get what I need and get out. Or I can go bottom line, I can get some results. Download a proven blueprint. Oh, proven. It's a safety word. All right, so I'll let you screenshot this. Any questions on these words, yes? Any questions? Keep going? Okay, all good? Safety word converts. Go, go, go. All right. So now, let's give you the 5 rules. Make your picture tell a 1,000-word emotional story. Use 4 to 7 max word headline starting with the verb. Never make your text and picture compete against each other. Make your call to actions 1 to 3 word, time-based, that are impossible to miss. And use first and second person value words. So screenshot this, print it out, put it up on your computer, and now I believe that you are one of the most attractive people in the entire world, because every business needs your help. And you need to do nothing more than what we just trained on to get incredible results. Randy says, my mirror still just cracked, David. Well, take a look at this, because we put the ads that have only followed a few of these rules to test, and look what happened. With only 2,900 impressions, spent $30. This ad, it's 60 cents per click for a chiropractic industry. For PPC in the industry, this would be between $14 and $17 per click. We're getting 60-cent clicks on cold traffic. See how they contact us? Uber clear, right? The image tells a story. This is retargeting for a home and garden expo, right? This was recently ran. $70 spent, only $1 per click. That is insane. $1 per click. A 1% click-through rate. Typically, a click-through rate on display ads is 0.02% or 0.03% or even 0.01%. This ad is actually converting much higher, and it barely follows even some of the rules that we have, right? That's not an emotional image. You could come into any ad that's like this and completely change the ad and do even better with the click-through rates. This is a fence company, right? They have a really good image, right? It's telling a story. Beautiful home, security, nice clean hedges, a 5-star reputation for fence replacement, 25 years of quality service, clear call to action, 79 cents per click. I'm telling you, you can walk into any business, and if you can get them dollar clicks to get people either to their website or to come back to their website, you are a hero. You are invincible in the marketplace, because there's very few companies on the planet that can actually do this. So again, the 5 rules: make your picture tell a story, 4 to 7 word headline with the verb, never make your text picture complete against each other, make call to actions 1 to 3 words based on time and impossible to miss, and use first and second per value words. Everybody got that? So let's look at a few more. This is a cold A family entertainment company. Now, what's wrong with this ad based on the 5 rules? What's wrong with this ad based on the 5 rules? A little too much text, right? But what about the image, right? You see the contact us? It's clear, but it's blending in with the colors, right? There's no verb. But just because it's followed a few of the rules, it's getting a 60-cent cost per click. Now, you want to know what's making it so sexy? Let me see if I can show you here. Hold on. All right. I want to show you what's making it so sexy. Can everybody see it? What's making it so sexy? The movement. See, across the board on most ads, and I'm talking generally speaking, different niches, different offers will all convert differently. These ads that you see that are HTML5 ads that typically have like 3 to 5 layers in them, where one word comes in, then it goes out, then another word comes in, and it comes out. Those don't convert as much as this ad will, and here's why. We've all seen Jurassic Park, right? And you don't want to move when the T-Rex is looking at you, because the moment you move, right, his eye goes over to you and he'll eat you. It's the same thing with the eye and doing ads. So we don't create these really crazy motion ads. The most effective ad that we've seen that literally gets a 200% more conversion is what we call a blink ad. And it's every 4 seconds to 5 seconds. So what we're doing is, and we're not trying to tell a story, what we're doing is we just want to blink. So when someone actually is scrolling through the page, their eye sees the ad and go, what's that? And they read. So this is one of the reasons you're seeing this is a big deal and getting the clicks, even though it's not a great ad. Does that make sense? Does everybody get that? It's a very disruptive thing, but this is blinking a little too fast. It should be every 4 seconds. I think this is about every 2.5 or 3 seconds. So that's a real powerful strategy that we use. Okay, so let's get to another one. This is retargeting, right? 34% click-through rate. Now, look at the image, right? I would have not put that logo in there. That image does not tell a story. But it's getting great click-through rates. It's still clean. It's got 5 stars. And they've got this is called, we call a rep ad. And rep ads are very high converting ads. Patrick will answer that question for you. Yeah, you can, by the way, you can create all these ads inside our ad builder that we have. So all these ads that you're seeing are from our ad builder. Here's another one. 48-cent clicks. So this is another example of a rep ad. So one of the other strategies we use is marketing someone's reputation. And no one does this in the industry. I rarely see this happen. But with us, because we're big into reputation, we started working with these about 2 years ago. And we find that there's some of the highest converting ads. The little 5 stars you see there with a short 4 to 5 word testimonial with a good photo crushes it every single time. Number one, I wouldn't have made the logo this big, right? But the image is really good. Great staff, always friendly, professional. Learn more. I would have changed the call to action, and I would have maybe put like discounted teeth cleaning or something like that, right? Something that is limited time, something that is a strong call to action, not just learn more, right? Now this does something really good. What is this? What jumps out at you in this ad? $1.48 click-through rates, For movers, it's typically between $14 and $21 per click in PPC. This is 90% less than PPC. What's really good about this one? It's a great photo, right? It's telling a story, right? I got this good-looking guy and this older guy, both good-looking, handsome gentlemen. They're going to come move my boxes. Professional movers, call now. All right, does that call now stand out? No. See, you could easily improve this, even get better click-through rates. What I'm trying to, Jeff said, hey, I designed that. So, hey, matter of fact, let me do this. I think this will be very interesting. Jeff, I want to bring you on real quick. Jeff designed this one. We pulled it out. He gave us permission. But let me put one in the chat box if you'd like me to pull Jeff on, and we can kind of talk through his success and maybe some of the okay, good. So let me see here. I'm trying to get to where
looking
is
for you, David.
Yeah, could you open up his mic? I
will.
can't find it's around here somewhere. It's probably hidden behind.
I got it.
There it is. All right. Hey, Jeff, you there? Jeff Easter? Yeah, he's got no. Oh, there he is.
There.
Hey, buddy, how you doing?
I'm good, thanks.
Good. Well, wow, what a great nice little intro here. So
Yeah,
so
sorry, I didn't do that to get on the mic there. I just
no,
saw
not at all.
that
I
ad.
think it's really good. So tell me, what are your takeaways so far? By the way, Jeff is he's inside our mastermind, brilliant entrepreneur, very successful in online marketing. And so, Jeff, I know it's one of the first times I've trained on this content. So any takeaways you've heard so far? What kind of big highlights?
No, it's phenomenal. It's absolutely phenomenal. Everything you're saying is absolutely true. In fact, you gave me a couple of super secret ideas here that I think I'm going to try, just based on some of the things that I've done and some new things with the wordings that you popped out. It's excellent.
So tell me, how are you attracting a lot of businesses? Because I know that you're doing traffic, you're doing ads, and you're getting a lot of success for your customers. So tell me about the confidence that gives you, and be literally walking to any business, say, hey, I can make it better.
I can and I do walk into businesses and tell them that that I can show you how to make this work better and how to do this. The issue that I've run into is I've picked some areas that people didn't have the money to come forward, which I'm trying to do some some cheaper prices than that. But I found, like what Mike Max was talking about earlier today, that if you raise your price, people look at you as more of a professional, and they're more willing to pay you for at a higher price than they are if you're discounting. I just signed a new client in the television. I'm sorry, the Dish Network area. Gave him my pitch, told him my prices, and he said, "How do I pay you?" Didn't even blink on that. So it's been a fun ride.
And so when you're putting together your ads, what are some of the main components that you're thinking about when it comes to these rules? And your customers have input, or they just say, hey, you've got the expertise, I'm just going to let you go with it?
Pretty much they give me run with everything, but of course I get everything approved by the customers. And sometimes they'll come back and they say, we want a different picture, we want a couple of words, we need to add some more words here and there. And that's when I come back and educate and say, look, this is why we did this. This is the psychology behind this picture. This is the psychology behind these words. This is the way, this is why we're doing it this way, and let's test it and see what happens. And usually when they come back and they say, all right, we'll do a test. And sometimes I have taken their suggestions and said, okay, let's run 2 ads. We'll do yours and we'll do mine. We'll see which one converts better. and theirs usually lasts about 4 days before we pull it.
I want to say that up front because I think that's the most critical response that everybody needs to get very clear on when you're doing ads, is that they can make any suggestion you want. You never fight with them. And I think this is the big problem with websites and people doing design is, man, I'm really struggling because the client always wants things changed and all that. No, 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 no. When you have the power of split testing next to you, you say, no problem, we'll make a change, but it's one change. You want the color change, the image change, the text change, but we're making one change, and we're going to split test against my expertise, and we'll let the market decide which one's better. And they shut up after that, right?
Yep.
Is that the same experience you have too?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
One of the chat boxes, that's a big aha moment for you, going, oh, wow, I never realized. Because, you know, creating design, if you're not a designer, it can be intimidating. Like, how am I supposed to create all this, right? I don't know where to start from. I don't know what to do. But, you know, good news is that's what we're going to talk about next week. So next week, we're going to be training about how to use software to find businesses and fulfill on these type of ads. Because if there's one thing I can give you for the end of this year, and there's one thing that you can be just really strong, is that number one is that you need to put yourself into the display ad or the online advertising game. It's $380 billion worldwide. In the U.S., it's a $40 billion industry. It is the biggest industry, has the most money. And you hear Jeff, and Jeff, by the way, how long have you been doing ads?
I started doing ads when Ad Kahuna came out.
So
how long has that been?
Do you have design experience? Are you an expert? Did you go to school for this stuff?
No. Well, actually, my degree is advertising. Bachelor of Journalism is in advertising, and I went to my advisor when I was graduating and said, "There's no way I want to be in advertising." He says, "Well, you know, you've got 2 classes to finish here. You're screwed. Figure it out." And now I find out, you know, umpteen years later, I'm in marketing and advertising, and I absolutely love it.
That's awesome. So, but do you have any experience in graphic and design, or go to school, or anything like that?
No. My VA is really good at that.
Oh, wow. You didn't even do this yourself. You just give it to your VA, huh?
We worked on it together, but a lot of times he has a very artistic eye and things, and he's finally starting to learn what is working and what's not working, and building the ads for me. So I generally turn him loose.
What do you pay for your VA?
I pay him $120 a week, and he works anywhere from 30 to 50 hours a week for me. Wow,
that's powerful. So you don't have to do any of the work, you just hand it to somebody else to do.
I do, and then we check it, and then we rewrite it. So I still spend, you know, 2 or 3 hours a night when we're in the midst of a project working with him. But he knows your system inside and out, and so we just, you know, I just turn loose some things to him, and he gets it done in almost too fast. You know, he got a hyper funnel site built for a client in about 4 hours. And he said, well, let's send it to the client. And I said, no, we got to make this last a little bit longer. We don't want them to think we did it in 3 hours. You know, we can't charge as much that way.
Yeah, it's true. Like when we teach how to create these ads and we teach how to do all this stuff in other trainings, you do it so fast and so easy that people go, well, I thought this was going to take a long time. So you need to kind of slow it down behind the scenes a little bit. So Jeff, you've only been doing ads for a year. You're making a lot of money in the ad industry now that you've got some good systems behind you. And again, those of you asking questions right in the chat box about, all right, with software, how does that work? What do I do? You know, the traffic, don't worry about any of that. We're going to get to the next training. The only thing I want to do in this training is make you attractive. And with these 5 rules, you are now very attractive to every single business. The same confidence, the same clarity that Jeff has, you can have as well. And that's the only thing in this last hour I wanted you to get. Everything else can come really easy. But Jeff, do you have any suggestion and advice for others that maybe they don't have any clients, they don't know where to start, they're overwhelmed, they've tried a whole bunch of different things, and now we're talking about ads today. Could it really be that easy? You know, what are your suggestions for them?
Well, as you know, I'm a big proponent of relationship building. My last client that I just built, I've known for 2 years before we even started working together. I'm getting a lot of client Chamber of Commerce and meeting a lot of people through my Chamber of Commerce. I still do a little bit of email marketing, but most of everything that I'm doing is relationship and getting a referral from someone. So if you don't have any clients, the way I got into my chamber was I found out that they had a horrible Facebook and Instagram setup with so I offered my services to them for free, and now I do 5 covers a month for them on new events that are coming up each month. And we just changed that, and I have a free chamber membership. And then after being active in the chamber, they actually asked me to become one of the board members. So now I'm a board member on the chamber as well, and have just made some great contacts that way.
There you go, brilliant. So let me ask everyone on the line now. You don't need a product. You don't need software. All you need is the 5 steps I gave you. So how many of you, I want to make sure you walk away with this clarity. How many of you realize that you can walk into any Chamber of Commerce, any company, corporate, franchise, startup, doesn't matter, and with these 5 principles, just your advice can help them? Yes? Is everybody clear on that? This is you being the prize, not the software, right? Not the industry, not the strategy. It's just you having this knowledge, these 5 simple steps. And if you apply them, you're going to sound like a rock star to them. I mean, even if this is the only 5 things you know in your entire marketing career, this is all you need. And let me just confer with Jeff here. Jeff, is there anything I'm saying that isn't true or that you would disagree with, that these 5 steps can really help anyone be positioned as the expert?
Absolutely. They will make you look like an expert, because what's funny about this industry is going through this training and just a couple of other trainings with David is you already now know 90% more about marketing than probably everybody in their marketing department, because everybody's stuck on old-time marketing. They're not looking forward. And so you know 90% more than they do. And so you can just, you don't have to be smug about it. You can just ask questions and find out. And if somebody says no, a no is not going to hurt you. You just keep going and find the next customer to work with.
Brilliantly said. Now here's everybody's assignment. Before next week's training, so we're going to do this again next week, and all I'm going to ask you to do is now look at ads online. Is an exciting opportunity, because you know those companies, you can click on their ad and know they need help. So I want everybody to commit to me. Put one in the chat box if you're going to commit that all you're going to do this week is look at ads and critique them based on the 5 rules. And then if you at least do that 4, 5, 6 times, by the time we train next Wednesday or Thursday, and I'll send an email out to everybody, then I want to show you the techniques and the software of not just how to find these businesses, but how to fulfill, because you're already attractive. You already now have that expertise. You can have that confidence if you just do this exercise of critiquing 5 different. And listen, if you want to be a little bolder and call that business up and say, hey, I saw your ad. It's really good. I think I know a way to make it better and help it convert more. I'd like to suggest a few things. Do you have a few moments? If you have nothing to sell, because, right, you don't have anything to sell, right? If you want to take the next step, that is going to take you to the stratosphere of opportunities, because by next week, when we train on how do you create these ads, how to create them at push-button speed, how to do split testing, how to find these businesses, and how to fulfill, then everything else is going to come together. So congratulations, part 1 of this training, and I can't wait to get you to part 2. Sound good? All right, everyone. Well, thanks for joining us. We'll see you next week. How do you get to next week's webinar? We'll be sending an email out, and what we're going to be doing is recording this. We recorded this. We're going to send this as a replay. How many of you want a replay of this? Yes? Put one in the chat box if you want us to send this out as a replay. Okay, good. So I'll send this out as a replay to everyone, and then next week we'll send an email out. And if you want to register for part 2, where we go over software and how to find these businesses and also how to fulfill. All right, thanks for joining us. And Jeff Easter, you're a rock star. Thank you so much, everyone. Bye for now.